to Instables, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm going to go over and update you guys on TKLF. Jumped up about 40% yesterday, dropped from $43 about 10 days ago all the way to $2.50, now sitting at $4. Now the question is, are we going to continue on past $5? A very strong psychological resistance, and are we going to have a reversal here? So I'm going to go over exactly how this one broke out yesterday and what exactly we're looking for to have confirmation on a continuation. And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button, and I do welcome you to the Instables room in the description below. Again, if you're looking for all the major breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week, any pre-market news, if you guys happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, this is where you need to be, is the Instables room in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like today again. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over TKLF with you guys here on the 5-minute chart. What exactly will give us confirmation on a major bounce? As you guys can see, we have a major gap down. Are we going to fill this gap? What would it take to fill this gap? And what exact momentum do we have at this point in time? Now, I wanted to go over this because a lot of people were curious after a major breakout with ESCP in the Instables room, if TKLF could possibly continue on like we saw ESCP. Now, before I get started, I do want to mention if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, we mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day, any halts worth looking at throughout the day, or any market updates throughout the day. I mentioned all these throughout the day. Nobody cares as much as I do to get these major breakouts in front of you throughout the day. Go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So as you guys can see here on TKLF, we mentioned them yesterday in pre-market, up about 29% on a spike, and we did mention that they could continue. And the reason why I did mention that is because we had a large increase in volume. You guys can see we broke above all of our previous volume points, and sure enough, we had a continuation into yesterday with the market continuing on up. Definitely did help yesterday's push, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why in a second. But as you guys can see, we did drop down from $43. We had a major drop. Now, I'm going to jump into the MACD here so you guys can see what kind of momentum we do have. Again, this is our buy and sell pressure. As you guys can see, we had that major drop, which gave us this large amount of sell pressure. But as you guys can see, we got these white shaded lines that decrease in sell pressure. We could have played this cross here and played a bounce here and possibly got about 30% on this spike. But again, that was a very high risk play. And the reason why I say that is because we do have the EMA lines below the MACD. Now, as you guys can see, the bounce that we had yesterday, we did have confirmation on. As you guys can see back on the buy pressure, we had this increase in buy pressure, breaking above all of our previous buy pressure points that we have been having from this continuation on down, showing us that we had an increase in momentum, and sure enough, getting these EMA lines to cross up here within the middle of the MACD. Now, to compare this to KSCP with the major breakout that we had yesterday, as you guys can see, we actually had confirmation on this major breakout because we broke above all of our previous buy pressure points, showing us that major confirmation. So again, we are going to need more buy pressure here on TKLF. As you guys can see, we have some buy pressure, but we do need to break above all of our previous buy pressure points. And as you guys can see, we actually have a decrease in buy pressure. We need to make sure we at least break above our initial spike that we had in pre-market. So the question from here is, what exactly would give us more confirmation on this reversal? And that would be to increase in momentum. As you guys can see, we do have this large amount of increase in buy pressure. We need a large amount of increase in buy pressure. And in my opinion, we do need some news to reverse from that major sell-off that we did have. So I definitely would say this is a little more risky, but I would say we are going to keep this one on watch in the pre-market to see if we do have a spike up to $5 and possibly get rejected at $5. But if we do continue on past $5, and that very key level that I wanted to show you guys here is at $6. You guys can see we could not hold the body of the candle above $6 here. We kept getting rejected. We also had a gap down. We definitely want to jump back over $6 before we do have a continuation. So we will keep an eye to see if we can gap up to $5 in pre-market. And if we can continue on past $5, then we will be looking to see if we can get confirmation on the MACD to break over this $6 point that we could not hold the body of the candle above. And as you guys can see, we have broken above $6 and we got rejected just to the upside because we did not have that confirmation. So if we don't have that confirmation on the MACD, then we could get rejected before we reach $6. Again, if we do happen to continue on up, that's exactly what I'll be looking for. So going into this week, we will keep an eye on TKLF. If the market does continue to reverse, then we could see a little bit more of a push here on TKLF. We'll see exactly what happens. So again, with that said, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, I mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day, any halts worth looking at throughout the day, or any major breakout alerts worth looking at throughout the day. There's over 500 members now, and we are continuing to grow. Go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instables that have been supporting the channel, all of you Instables that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys every single day. Hope you guys do have a good weekend. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help me find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.